Three favorite fellows. I just left one at home. How are you, Matt? I
That's,
left Ken at home.
that's probably for the best, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, he makes a good time wherever he goes. How about you, Drew? So do you.
Well, I'm ready to rock and roll. It's Monday. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning, so what can I tell you?
Well, you didn't beat me by far. I'm an early riser myself, so there you go. I figure it's a great way to start the day, seeing the sun come up.
Well, you're a Texas girl,
Maybe that's
so
it.
you got to get up early in the morning because in Texas, it's hot. You get your stuff done early, and then kind of cruise in the afternoon, and then it cools off, and you rock and roll at night.
Yeah, I remember that rock and rollin'.
Yeah.
Those were the days, I'd say. So, I've heard some of what happened with Matt in here. How was your weekend, Drew?
Wonderful. Had a good weekend. Got a couple things done.
What?
Yesterday was good. Picked
What?
up some goodies from the sale, and got a new TV installed. And much obliged. Very good.
That was a good deal on that TV, I
Oh,
heard.
Absolutely. There's so much stuff out there. It's really nice stuff. A lot of good stuff.
And
So I got that done. Did the outside. Dealt with the rain.
oh my God.
Did you guys get rain?
Yes, we.
Wasn't that wonderful?
It was absolutely fabulous and somewhat surprising. It looks like it's going to rain until the end of time here.
Well, that's not necessarily true for today, but nice segue. We're gonna be mostly sunny today, partly cloudy in the afternoon, about 10% chance of thunder showers.
Oh, just 10.
Yes,
Okay.
just 10. Again, if you're one of that gets the 10, it could be 2 inches of rain coming down, but everybody else will be dry. We'll have a high of 92, and then tonight mostly clear, no precipitation. Tuesday, looking at around 20% chance, and then a high of 92. And then Tuesday night, really nothing, and a low of 69. So we're going to be in the low 90s and the high 60s pretty much for the next little bit. And
Do you have a prediction for Thursday? I'm always interested in Thursday because that's golf league day.
I'm going to go 94
Oh.
for the high, 30% chance of rain,
Oh.
and the low at 68.
Well, that's not bad.
And I'm going to go the other way.
Uh-huh.
I'm going 5 degrees blizzard.
In your dreams.
Yeah, wouldn't that be an anomaly?
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be
July?
awesome?
It would be really
yeah.
amazing. But if it's 94, we're going to have to twist Leza's arm to play. She's not a 90s golfer. But she did last time, so it depends on whether the rest
she's a
of
trooper. I have faith in her that she's going to come out just because she wants to golf because she's competitive,
Oh.
not because of the weather.
Oh,
It's
I
because she
learned
feels
that about her.
She feels obligated
Oh, does she?
because she's like, if Carol and Karen can be out there doing it, I have to.
See?
Yes, and now there's Amy in the group.
Oh,
so
and Amy.
we have a foursome that plays together. She does sort of fold to peer pressure. At least I found that out. She told me the last time it was in the 90s that she just couldn't play. She didn't do golf in the 90s. And then all of a sudden everybody else was signed up to play, and she said peer pressure does it. So anyway, but I want to talk about the weather for a minute.
Okay.
So Ken and Max and I went out for Max runs. I carry a golf club up and down the fairway. And as I was turning around, we put bunting up on Memorial Day, and it stays up until Labor Day because I think there's nothing more summertime than bunting on a fence. So all along our back fence to the golf course is bunting.
I have no clue what that is.
Oh, it's those flag type things that are semicircles and
Oh, okay.
That's
All right.
called bunting.
Is that a Texas thing?
No.
No, I think that's an everywhere thing. You just learned a
It's
new
just
word
a fancy
today.
word. Got it.
You learned a new word.
Came from the people
Congratulations.
that made banners, actually.
Oh, gotcha.
See, there it goes, Droogle.
Thank you very much. Anyway,
Had to do with printing. I'm supposed to know that stuff.
that's probably true. You know all that. So anyway, we're walking back toward the house, and I could not believe it. Our bunting is like hanging in shreds. They're all separated at the seams. I've never seen anything like it. And I said, Ken, it must have been the rain. He said, no, it was the wind. the wind has blown apart our bunting so that I'm going to have to take it down today.
Yeah. Get some new ones and you'll be okay.
Well, I'm hoping they're going to go on sale, and then I'll put them away till next year. So we're just going to lose the last part of our summer bunting.
Yeah.
I could not believe what wind can do to a fabric.
Well, think about it. We get a new flag here about every year. Jason buys a new flag.
Oh, yeah.
And the flag, I put it up in the morning. Scott takes it down in the afternoon. But after a year of just getting the breeze, it's shot. I mean, they're ripped, they're frayed.
I know. In fact, we do the same thing. Ken always gets ours out like on July the 3rd, so of every year. But that's a whole year of wind, rain, and snow. This is 2 months of wind and rain. I'm just shocked by it.
Yeah, but how long have you had those?
Maybe 2 years. Okay.
All right.
So off of bunting.
Off of bunting.
So
He thought it was a cake, a bunt cake. That's what.
That's what I was
Matt
thinking. I was hungry. Yeah.
don't
See,
you
I
talk
told you,
to
I
me
could read
about
his mind.
hunger. You know what we were supposed to get today, Drew? Lemon bars from the lovely Danielle.
Well, they'll come. They will come. But ask Drew. Drew, how much work did we do this weekend out at that house?
No, she needs. You'll get your lemon bars, but don't push this. That woman, she was working 28 hours a day.
I tell you, I'm
telling
hearing
you,
that about her. And
She is hardworking, and she needs a break today.
she is certainly forgiven for that.
Well,
My
but-
mouth was sort of watering, though.
She doesn't get a break though. She has to work normal. That's the hard part. She's
Oh, my, bless her
Yeah.
heart. Anyway, thanks for the thought.
It's
Okay.
No, you'll get them. She has the ingredients. You will get them. I just don't know when.
I got you.
It's all about time.
I'll be excited and looking forward. So, I want to know who's watching what on streaming. What are you watching on streaming, Matt? Wait a minute. You just told me that you haven't got a minute in the day.
No.
So what am I talking about?
I don't have any time. Danielle and I are watching The Pit slowly.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
It's good. It's good. It's enjoyable. She really likes it because she was a nurse in a past life. So.
Oh, was she? So was I.
Yeah.
I tried to watch that and couldn't get into it, so maybe I should try it again.
Oh, she loves it. She thinks it's very fascinating, but she likes calling out the stuff that they're doing wrong.
Oh, I always love that myself. I always love that myself. They've gotten pretty good, better at it, though.
They're pretty good in The Pit, but she's still like, oh, that was this and this is that, and
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Okay, Drew, what are you watching?
I'm waiting for Landman season 3.
Oh, are you?
There you go.
I have not even seen season 1.
Oh,
Well,
you're missing
dear,
out.
That's all right. Ken, tonight you're having a date night at your house, Ken, if you're listening. Okay? Get some ice cream, watch Landman, go from there.
I just found something out about Ken over the weekend. We were talking about vanilla ice cream being the favorite. It's his favorite.
It's vanilla.
I know. Anyway, it's
Mm-hmm.
somebody said it's a very complex flavor. Anyway,
It's good.
I'm watching a brand new thing to me on Netflix called The Hostage. And it's a political drama out of London. And you realize that London politics and American politics have such similarities. And it is really, really good. It reminds me of The Diplomat, which is something I absolutely loved. So if you're looking for something good on Netflix, watch The Hostage.
Well, I think since you're a Texas girl, okay, Landman, you're gonna see places. You're gonna go, I've been there. I gotta, they go into Fort Worth, the restaurants. You're gonna love Landman. You really will.
Well, actually,
And it's only 2 seasons. So right now, the 3rd season's going to start, Matt, I think November. Is that what you heard?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I heard November that it's the 3rd season's going to start. It's been a lot of people wanting this to go.
what channel's it on?
Yeah, there we go. Paramount.
It's Paramount Plus.
Yeah, Paramount.
Oh, see, I don't have Paramount Plus.
Well, you're missing out.
I hear
Okay,
that a
Ken,
lot.
guess what you're doing? Go to apps, put in Paramount Plus, add it to your TV.
I think he would actually say, "Oh, she just can't watch anymore."
You'll like this. This is good stuff, and it's
Okay.
funny. It's got Sam Elliott's in it. I mean, Billy Bob Thornton, Demi Moore.
Oh, sounds really good.
Oh, what's her name? Oh, the gal, Ali Lawler's in it.
Oh.
I mean, it's a star cast.
You are in love. I love that about you.
Well, that's our date. That's what Jamie and I, when it comes on, every time it comes on, that's our date night. We watch it. We sit down. We get everything ready, and then we watch the show, and spend
That's really
spend an
cool.
hour with her.
You watch Landman and you watch The Pit, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to watch when we're eating.
See, I don't like the
Oh, that wouldn't bother me one iota.
No, it doesn't bother Danielle either.
No. See, that's,
I think you're
I'm
talking
with
about
Matt,
blood
man.
and guts.
I'm eating. I don't want blood and guts. I don't need to see that stuff.
That cow bled for you.
Hey, that's fine, but I've got enough stitches and scars myself. I don't need to be reminded by somebody else on TV.
All right. Well, anybody want to know, let's see, the food holidays of the day?
Of course.
Speaking of food.
Hot dogs?
It better be hot dogs.
No, not hot dogs. Golly, dog. Okay, it is National Chicken Finger Day.
That'll work.
Oh, that means I got to go to Cane's? Ooh.
Oh, so do you actually think Haynes is who discovered the chicken finger?
No, not at all.
No.
Oh, some people think that Haynes did, but they didn't. It was
No.
something called the Puritan, and it was in the 70s. It was very interesting.
I didn't even know chickens had fingers.
Okay,
That's true.
well, do you know the difference between a chicken tender and a chicken finger?
Well, one's from the hand of the chicken. The other one's from the tender.
The tender's part of the breast.
That's actually, the tender is made from the pectoralis minor muscle, which is the small, naturally tender strip attached to the chicken breast. So it's underneath the muscle and just, that little sweet spot.
Yeah, good.
That little sweet spot. Anyway, a chicken finger is strips cut from the chicken breast or made this sounds terrible, formed chicken meat.
Yes.
I think I'd rather have a tender. But originally in the 70s, when they first appeared on many restaurant menus, they were often served with duck sauce, not the ranch or honey mustard that they're served with today. Matt, have you ever had duck sauce?
No. Maybe. I don't think so.
I have, but I couldn't tell you what's in it. I'll have to look that up for next time. I know it's brown and sort of sweet and tart at the same time, but I really don't know what it's made of.
Duck?
Except I think Mr. Google might be telling us.
Yeah.
I'm-
Droogle.
Droogle.
I'm having a brain cramp. I'm trying to come up with. There's a name for that, and as soon as I remember it, I'll let you know.
Oh, all right.
But
All right.
anyway, that duck sauce you're talking about, yeah,
Uh-huh.
that works really good on a lot of other things too.
I get it sort of confused with plum sauce because when you get mushu pork, that
Right.
fabulous
That's plum
sauce. Ooh,
Yeah, first the Hosung sauce, which is
come to
like-
think
and-
of it, I'd like to dip a chicken finger in plum sauce. That would be really good. Okay, it is also
Duck sauce is a sweet and tangy translucent orange condiment popular in American Chinese cuisine, used as a dip for fried foods like egg rolls and spring rolls, or served with chicken, duck, and pork. Despite its name, it contains no duck. It's made from fruit preserves, vinegar, sugar, and spices, and is similar to plum sauce.
So I guess it got its name because you dip duck in it.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, I can visualize it. I can sort of taste it in the back of my mouth.
Well, we're all hungry.
Exactly. Okay, so it is also National Creme Brulee Day.
Wonderful. Creme brulee.
It is
Wonderful.
absolutely. It's a classic French dessert with a caramelized sugar topping. So, Drew, would you rather have creme brulee or a chicken finger?
Creme brulee.
Both? Can I have the creme brulee as a dessert?
Exactly. You could start with a chicken finger and then move on.
several chicken fingers. Come on, Carol. I'm a full-bodied man
you're
here.
A full-bodied man. Okay. It is also, it should be my favorite day of the year. Are you ready? It's National Scotch Day.
Oh,
That
I
is
like
your
that.
favorite, isn't it?
There you go.
I might have to toast the day with a Scotch today. It's a day to appreciate Scotch whiskey and its rich history. It does have a rich history. I think we probably need to stop as my mouth is watering and I'm really sort of thirsty. And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. It's Carol Chamberlain in for the lovely Leza live on the News 103.5 KYCA. Happy to have John Rust, better known as Johnny Whitmetal, the sports director and play-by-play announcer for KYCA, here to give us
the Monday morning quarterback.
I love that. But before, I have two things to say.
Okay, all right.
You just wrote a new book.
Yes, I did. It is the latest in my cryptid hunting series with my recurring characters, Jack and Karen Raston. This time, they're in England, and they're looking for a 50-foot-long mosasaurus that's wreaking havoc in the English Channel. It is called Channel Beast, and it just came out on Amazon.
I am really, really impressed.
Thank you.
There is greatness in our midst, let me just say. I think novelists are fabulous.
Thank you.
Over there, not here or over there with Drew.
I
right
don't know.
there.
Come on.
I'm pretty much surrounded by greatness, but I will tell you I do know one thing. On this day in 1999,
Oh, boy.
July the 27th, skateboarder Tony Hawk lands the first ever successful 900 in competition at the X Games. I will tell you, I have no idea what that means.
I do. I watched it. I watched the X Games and Tony Hawk do that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was in high school then. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I'm not like up on skateboard lingo. I figure a 900 is something really, really impressive, though.
I figure it must be too. And I know that there are certain sports you're not up on because I asked you beforehand about the fabulous thing that happened in golf yesterday, and you didn't care.
I don't know if I didn't care. I'm just not a big golf guy. What can I tell you?
So I just have to tell you that Jackson Coyven, on his third PGA outing, won. And the crowd was chanting, Scotty's coming, Scotty's coming, because Scheffler was second. So it was a wonderful thing to see. And I did something I never do. I looked up to see what number game Tiger Woods won for the first time, and it was his fifth outing. So Anyway,
So you
that's my contribution. The rest is yours.
Yes. Well, before we get going, I know you were asking everyone here what they're watching for streaming.
Oh, yes.
So there are two shows right now I'm kind of getting into. One, I'm slowly making my way through the anime Demon Slayer, which is outstanding. It's about a young boy who gets trained in the art of hunting and killing demons. And I've already gotten through the training segment. Now he's actually going out on missions. And yeah, I mean, where Hollywood is dropping the ball and giving us garbage and just IPs and remakes and reboots that are just total crud, Japan is killing it with its anime.
Wait a minute. So you have been through the training segment. So could you go out and slay?
It took him about a year to get through that training segment.
Okay.
So I got to put in a little work. The other one I just started watching is this animated series on Prime called Invincible. It's a superhero animated series. It's about the son of basically this universe's version of Superman. I've gotten about 3 episodes into it. I'm just going to tell everyone, if you watch this show, don't expect it to be like Super Friends, okay? This is very adult-oriented.
Oh.
So those are my 2 streaming things that I'm watching.
Thank
right
you
now.
for sharing.
Invincible's very good, and the comic book is even better than the show.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. All righty.
I figured Matt would be the only...
Robert Kirkman, who did The Walking Dead, wrote Invincible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, anyway, getting on to sports. Well, unfortunately, Northern Arizona Wranglers, their season came to an end yesterday. They were in Nevada. They were taking on the Vegas Nighthawks, and as I've said before, that's Night with a K, so Nighthawk. Well, anyway, unfortunately, it was a loss yesterday or Saturday, I should say, for the Wranglers. 54-20 was the final score in that one. So that concludes the season. But you know what? I think Northern Arizona, they really kind of upped their play during the last few games of the season with the coaching change. They have an interim head coach. They'll probably get a permanent one during the off season. So hopefully things are looking up for the Wranglers for next season.
Excellent. Well, we are lucky to have them with us, and I wish them a better season next year.
Oh, yeah. And some big news here coming out of Prescott High School. They announced their Hall of Fame class for 2026. So going in this year, we have 2 footballers. We have Sterling Johnson and Kane Bays. We also have Cody Jones, who was both a baseball and basketball star at Prescott High School, and probably one of the biggest, just pure personality guys I've ever been around in the sports world,
Wow.
the local sports world. Just one of those guys, always smiling, always laughing, and always joking around, but a really good athlete, too, and played some junior college ball after he got out of Prescott.
Wow.
Also going in this year, and this is a really kind of a more recent one, it is the 2019 state champion girls cross country team.
Oh, wow. That's
Yes.
great.
Yes, and we've also got some other people going in under the legacy category, which are people who have, maybe not athletes, but they've contributed to Prescott sports. So I kind of like look at it as the NHL Hall of Fame, where they have the builders category for contributions to the game. So we've got Joe Peters, former wrestling coach, Rick Bothell, who is a former badminton coach. Then there's Rick Henwood and Tyler Evans. Not familiar with what those 2 folks did. I'm sure I'll find out. I know I'll find out on August 28th, because that's when the induction ceremony takes place, which is the season opener for the Prescott football team. And, of course, we will be broadcasting that game, as we do always, on KYCA.
Tell me again that date.
It is August 28th.
My gosh, it's coming up quickly.
It is. It is coming up very quickly. Also, we got to do a little welcome aboard here, because Embry-Riddle, they got a new head softball coach. Holly Cathios has been hired for the position. She is the former associate head coach at Barry University, which is located in Miami.
Huh. I've never heard of Barry.
I've never heard of it too until I saw the announcement about Holly Cathios, and then I looked into it and was like, oh, okay, Barry University. It's in Miami. It's actually an NCAA Division II school. So welcome aboard to Coach Cathios.
Excellent.
And before I leave here, well, It is time for the traditional ending to Monday Morning Quarterback. It is culinary craziness as we explore some of the stranger foods in the sports world. And well, this one is found in Fenway Park, the legendary home of the Boston Red Sox, which actually is where my dad took me as a college graduation present back in 1992. He went there and saw a Red Sox game. They didn't have this particular food there then, but they have it now. So if you go to Fenway Park, you can. Oh boy!
Come on, John.
You can get now. We all. I guess I should previous as New England, of course, they're famous for their seafood.
Absolutely.
So the folks at Fenway, they have come up with something called the lobster poutine.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
man, that sounds
potato
good.
poutine
Yes.
with that gravy all over
Yes.
it.
Now, well, and because it's New England, they can't use the R. It's not lobster poutine. It's lobster
Lobster.
poutine.
Lobster.
So this is what you get with it. You get French fries with lobster meat, bacon bits, green onions. Now, you mentioned the gravy. Well, that's for the regular poutine that you would find, like, say, up in Quebec. But here at Fenway, for the lobster poutine, instead of gravy, it's covered with clam chowder.
Oh, my
Oh, wow. That
Wait a
sounds-
minute. Clam chowder and bacon. I guess bacon's good with anything.
Absolutely.
John is shaking his head.
I know what your answer
It
is.
sounds
Matt.
wonderful,
I
honestly.
was going to say,
I
it sounds
think-
delicious.
Doesn't it, Matt?
True. Let's do it, man.
Hey, I'm in. Hey, John, why don't you go and have some shipped out to us, FedExed, and we'll try it out and we'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah, you guys can try it.
I would be trying it in a heartbeat.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds good.
Lobster, French fries, bacon, and clam chowder. I'm assuming it's New England clam chowder.
Oh, of course it is, since it's Boston. But I'm going to be honest. I'm not a big clam chowder guy.
Oh, you're not. Well, you have to like it to like this dish. But
Yeah.
how much is it?
Okay. Wait till you hear. Wow. Talk about things being expensive in Boston. If you want to get this at Fenway, it's $39.
Pass.
Yeah.
Wait a
And
minute. Is it big enough to divide 4 ways?
I have no idea, but I don't think so because the calorie count with this is 1,000.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's weak. Weak.
that is a small portion.
Yeah, I mean we've done food on here with the calorie count like 3,000, 4,000. Well, I think that big chili dog they got at Dodger Stadium, something like 4,200 calories or something.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, there we go.
This is an appetizer.
For Matt and Drew, it certainly is.
Yep. 100%.
And maybe Scott Dandos too.
Oh, definitely Scott Dandos.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you though, my mouth is pretty much watering for something like that. I like it a lot.
I'm down for it.
Okay.
If you take the clam chowder off
You'd be
and
down
the
for
green
it.
and the
too.
green onions, I don't like onions.
Oh my gosh, you have an odd palate.
As Leza, I think Leza has said on this show that I'm a very picky eater, and that is. I'll be honest. If I get food served to me and there's like maybe onions or like slices of tomato in it, I'll like push it off to the side and then eat it.
You don't like tomatoes?
I don't like eating like say raw tomatoes. Like I'll do marinara sauce
yeah,
and
yeah.
ketchup, but like just regular old tomatoes, it's like nah, that just ain't me.
Wow. All righty. Well, I don't know what to say except thank you for that weekend sports update.
You are welcome, and I'm glad I got your mouth watering on the lobster poutine.
Lobster poutine. Thanks so much for joining
You are
us,
welcome,
John
Dad.
Russ.
You're welcome, guys.
And good luck with that book sale.
Well, thank you very well. You know, I'm already up to like 4 stars average on Amazon on Channel Beast. So
I-
people like my books. What can I say?
I love that. And we love you too.
Oh,
So
thank you.
thanks for
Appreciate
coming
it.
in.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA. So lucky to have with us Conrad Jackson, the Prescott Fire Department Wildfire Risk Manager.
That's the rumor, Carol.
I am so happy to finally meet you. I've heard you every Monday since way before the rains came.
Oh, yes. It's nice to have the rains now, though, isn't it?
Oh, my golly, yes. It's so nice that I'm finally thinking, okay, when's it going to stop? And then I think that's un-Arizonan of me.
Yes, no, we need as much as we can get.
I
and
know,
it's
I
a little bit
know.
here. Like I think we're on 4 inches at my house, and my mother's in Groom Creek, and she said she's up to 8 inches in her rain gauges. So,
My
yeah,
gosh.
just depends on where you are in town.
Well, exactly, because we live at Antelope Hills, and we're nowhere near that.
Oh, yeah.
But we have gotten enough to tear up my bunting, but that's for another day. Anyway, so you have been the wildfire risk manager for how long, Conrad?
3 years. I'm actually, this coming 2 weeks from now is when I think August 14th will be my 3-year mark.
Well, happy anniversary. Tell us a little bit about you before then, because this is my first time meeting you.
Oh.
How long have you been in Arizona?
So, no, I'm a lifer. I'm a 4th generation Arizonan, and yeah, no, my uncle was Congressman Stump, who represented here in our region. He was a Pinto Democrat, so kind of the middle ground kind of guy.
The way we all
in
used
fact,
to be.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, he actually switched parties at one point and went from being a Republican to a Democrat, and then was considered a Pinto Democrat.
Oh,
yeah.
Pinto. I've never actually heard that before.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay, so what town
What town?
did you start your life in?
Oh, Glendale.
Glendale.
So Glendale, Peoria area. My great grandfather was Dr. Robert Stump Sr. out in Sun City. So there's a lot of Robert Stumps in the family.
Oh my goodness! Well, as great as that is, you got a better name in Conrad Jackson.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's
So
there's a story with that too.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you were a hot shot for 7 years.
Yeah. So Forest Service 7 years. So when I graduated from college, I had a teaching degree and a biology degree, and my parents were going after their teaching certificates at the same time. We all got our teaching degrees at the same time.
Oh my gosh! What a
second career for them. So I came back to Prescott to fill the time slots at the family business so they could go be student teachers. Mm-hmm. And then I got picked up by the Forest Service. I put in applications. I wanted to be a hot shot, and I just took whatever the job opportunity offered to me was. Mm-hmm. And so I was the Mount Union lookout.
Oh.
And so I was out down there south of town in the woods all by myself.
Up on one of those
yes,
wooden...
on the lookout towers. Yeah, that one's not wooden. That one's steel.
Thank goodness. I never understood that.
Yeah, which is always fun when the lightning rolls in. Lots of choice stories there. But every time I really wanted to be on the shot crew, so every time I had a day off from Mount Union, I would drive all the way down to the airport, to the tanker base at the airport, and see whether or not they were in. And they were often off on runs. And I had a buddy, Bucky Yowell. He was KC in high school. But Buck was on the crew, and so he vouched for me. And so eventually, we all tied up, and I showed up on a day when they were back in quarters. Oh. And I said, just let me know. As soon as you have somebody quit, get me out of this tower, and I'll go with you. And so eventually I had somebody quit on the shot crew, and I got picked up there. I did 3 years with the shots. And then the school district, Leza's dad actually left teaching, and they had a vacancy in the science department.
Oh my gosh!
We can pick it up there. Yeah.
Okay, we have to go on a break. All of a sudden, we'll be right back with Conrad Jackson after this. Hello again. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA, talking with Conrad Jackson about how he got to Prescott. So we were just talking when we left about you were a science teacher. You took LaChapelle's place.
Yes, I did. So at the time that I took LaChapelle's place, then I couldn't dedicate as much time to being a hotshot. So what I did is I switched to a Forest Service engine. So I'd teach during the school year, and then I would go work on a green engine for the summer, bring in some extra money, which as a school teacher, everybody needs.
Everybody does.
needs that.
Oh, and you got time off.
Yeah, and so when the school district made an announcement that they were going to go to year-round schooling, which is what they said they were going to do, I was like, well, there goes my summer job, and I can't afford the pay cut. And so I put in an application for municipal, so I got hired by Prescott Fire Department. And so I switched to a red engine, still did wildland assignments. I took engines and took them off district and traveled, all the way up to Idaho and the coast and everything. So that was the new gig, was working for Prescott Fire. And then I took over their youth program. So I've been actually teaching their youth program for 22, 23 years. I don't know, a lot now.
So that's the teacher and you still there.
Exactly. In fact, I have class tonight. From 6 to 8, I will be teaching students tonight. And that was kind of, I put in 20 years on the department. I retired in 21. I went back to working for the Forest Service. I worked out at the tanker base.
Wow.
So I'd be, one of those guys out there on the tarmac parking planes, telling them when to stop so they could come and load in the retardant and then send them on their way again. And then 3 years ago, Chief Dura created this new position to help kind of facilitate our wildland management that we have within the city. And all the guys on the floor were sending me messages like, have you seen this new position? Have you seen this new position? It sounds like you. And I read it, and
it was you.
It was a wildfire school teacher. So it was like
perfect.
Yeah,
it's
it
absolutely
was very,
perfect.
very suited to me. So that's where I took it.
So that's how you have got to be where you are. I just have a question. When you were 10 years old, is this what you wanted to do?
Oh, gosh, when I was 10.
10, 12.
I think I wanted to be well, early on, we have so many of our family members that are in medicine that it was very much the doctor route. And I'm a very science geeky kind of guy.
Right.
So I was always interested in that, in the various sciences, all the sciences. In fact, I have a bachelor's degree in biology, but I have minors in chemistry, math, physics, and marine biology. So
you're a smarty pants.
I am a total science geek, and something of a smarty pants. So just I love the sciences, and I had when I went to college, I thought I was going to be a physician, like my great grandfather and several other family members, and it was. When we were studying and preparing for tests, I always found myself at the front of the group, like
sure.
explaining how does this work? How does it get?
The teacher started in you
the
long
teacher
time
was
ago.
definitely showing itself, and that's when I just made the transition. I had to break the news to my parents. I'm not going to be a physician. I don't know that they were heartbroken, but I think they were a little surprised. And it took me down a path. I don't regret a single decision I've made along the way. I'm happy with where I'm at.
I'm so glad to hear that. I just keep thinking Bob Stump VA.
That's my great uncle.
Oh my gosh, that's the one in Phoenix.
No, that's the one here. Yeah, the Bob Stump,
Okay.
which I actually volunteer at as well. Yeah.
How do you have time to volunteer?
Well, right now I had to cut back because I don't have time. I have a family, I got family work balance that I have to strike, and so I had to ease back on that.
So you have children?
Yes, I have a mixed family of 4. I have my wife and I both have biological daughters, and we both brought stepsons to the program. So we have a family of 4, all very successful kids in very, very different ways. So I got one in law school. I got one that's getting ready to take off to NAU for electrical engineering. I've got one that's working in a fiduciary capacity in Salt Lake, and he's developing communications programs for the Ukraine for to improve safety in communication. And then I've got another one that works for Joby, which is like a taxi-sized drone program for shuttling people. Yeah, Joby's a big deal. So all the kids are really, really successful. I'm super proud of all of them, and they're just really very, very different kiddos.
Oh, that is such an amazing story. So, and that's how you got here.
Yes, and then here and KYCA was kind enough to invite me. Matt and I go back a ways too, because
Oh, yeah.
Matt's got. We'll say, Matt, you have photos of me, right? Yeah,
I have several photos of you. Yeah.
non-compromising photos, but yeah.
Yes, professional photos.
Oh, and that's how you met, as you were a photographer.
Yeah.
Getting
Oh,
into-
yeah. I was always running around. Yeah, getting Conrad and everybody else. And how many times did you have to buy ice cream?
Oh, many times. That's the deal. If you're on the floor, if you're identifiable in a picture in the newspaper, thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you had to buy. Whoever called it in first, you got to buy him ice cream.
I
So, yeah.
gotcha. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
And was vanilla your flavor?
Me? No, I'm a non-discriminatory ice cream eater.
I like that. I love that. That is really cool. So you have some things to share with us because, first of all, I thought, well, it's raining, it's wet, there are going to be no fires.
Well, yeah, the fire activity's definitely gone down, and we're all very, very thankful for that. But the kind of the topic issue that came up this weekend, and really it's on everybody's radar, I think, right now, is the insurance conundrum that we're facing right now. And so there was an article in the paper over the weekend talking about how challenging the insurance industry is right now. We're seeing folks lose their policies or experience extremely high rate increases, which is making them evaluate. Maybe I should go shop elsewhere and go see a
Exactly.
broker and
Exactly.
see about getting a different policy. But one of I'm just going to call it a false narrative that's
Okay.
coming out there is that there's certain folks out there that believe that their policy, either non-renewal or increase, is due to the fire department and the city council going for the wildland urban interface designation for our city, which we've actually had since 2008. So we haven't really done anything except expand. So from 2008 up until next week, August 1st, 80% of the city has been in the WUI, in the Wildland Urban Interface. On August 1st, we're going to go ahead and bring in that last 20%.
Whoa.
So, and here's the part where I think the false narrative. Some people think that because we're now at 100%, that's why the insurance rates are going up. The insurance rates were going up long before we did that. What we are doing in bringing 100% of the city into that designation is making it so we really can have a handle on what's being built within our community. Because from the insurance standpoint, their studies show that embers can go 4.25 miles, which means the insurance companies are looking at 4.25 miles from any piece of open space. Okay, so maybe when we come back from the break, let's talk about what the impact of that evaluation at 4.25 miles is.
Oh my gosh, I'm not excited. I'm anxious
Speechless.
to hear that. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
She's non.
Hello again. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5. KYCA talking with Conrad Jackson. I'm learning so much stuff here. We left off at an ember traveling 4.5 miles. And I was saying, well, wouldn't that ember get put out in that kind of travel? And you're saying
It can. It doesn't necessarily always the case. So it depends on the size of the ember, what the temperatures are that day, how that wind is affecting it. There's a huge number of variables. So anybody would logically look at it and go, yeah, ember can travel 4.25 miles, but is it still going to be a hot ember by the time it hits the ground? Right. And we have cases where, we've seen that happen. Now, by and large, as a guy who's been doing this for over 30 years, a mile out is that's a no-brainer for us to get spot fires. A quarter mile out, tons and tons of spot fires. And then when I say spot fire, that's, from the main fire is now thrown embers that are out well in advance of the approaching fire.
So you were just saying at the Legato fire, there were embers the size of the palm of your hand or your whole hand.
Yeah.
How far did those go? Where'd they?
Over 2 miles, people had stuff on their driveway. Now, that particular night, it was overcast and almost rainy. So to your assertion, does an ember survive that distance? In those conditions, no, it doesn't. There's so much moisture in the air, and water has what's called a high heat capacity. It can suck energy out of stuff. And so those embers, when they get up in that moist air, they get all that energy sucked out of them, and you get dead embers hitting the ground. But in the summer conditions, that's not the case. Right. And so that's what the insurance companies are looking at, and they're looking, 4+ miles out, and now they're looking at what properties are we as a company insuring that fall within that 4-mile radius.
Wow.
Pretty much everything. And we've known this for years. I mean, if you go to the Department of Interior's website and look at what their assessment is for wildfire risk in Prescott, Prescott Valley, Chino Valley, Dewey Humboldt, they're all red pixels. So the city of Prescott changing the designation from 80% to 100% does absolutely nothing in the insurance's perspective. They're running their own proprietary models as to whether or not they're going to insure a particular property.
But what does it do for us as a city? I mean, what does that even mean? We're 100% in wildfire.
In the WUI, in the Wildland Urban Interface designation. So it does a couple things for us. So what we chose to do as a city is to designate the entire city in the WUI, and then we recently purchased our own risk mapping system like the insurance companies have. So we can see, as far as the numbers go, which areas look like they're at the highest risk. And if we have houses that are in direct flame impingement and ember impingement considerations, we can have them build to what's called IR1, ignition resistance 1 level. And so that's the highest standard for making their home ignition resistance and in effect insurable. So if they're only at risk from ember fallout, then we can let them build at IR2, which is a little bit less. And then everything else is going to be built at a baseline of having a Class A roof, metal gutters, double pane glass, and
a sprinkler system.
No, you don't have to have a sprinkler. That's an entirely different set of rules. I'm not even going to go down the sprinkler system. But what I want you to think about is it's not a big jump in logic if you are building a house next to Prescott Lakes Golf Course.
Right.
Maybe it doesn't need to have the same ignition resistance level as building in Hazley or in Cathedral Pines or something like that.
Closer to the forest.
Closer to the forest, or even in Eagle Ridge, where you're right next to the reservation lands, which are a big open area as well. So you have different considerations. And what the city's done is made it so builders can actually build some of these houses at that baseline instead of having to build all that extra height.
So that's for new builds, but at some point when we have more than a minute to talk about, we need to talk about those already existing buildings and what they can do. We saw in the newspaper article that somebody spent a lot of money to make their house fire safe, but their next door neighbor might not have done that. So how we can encourage everybody to be fire wise.
That is why I'm here every Monday, so try to encourage people to make the right move.
And
I thought you just wanted to hang out with us, Conrad.
Well, that's just a bonus. It's like icing on the cake, man.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
He's looking for his picture in the paper again. Okay, we have 30 seconds left. I have to tell you, I have learned a lot, and certainly more than I learned in the article on Sunday, and I appreciate your being here with us.
Oh,
Any last moment words for us?
Well, everything's going to grow in the rain, so get the clippers out, get the weed eaters out, start punching it back now.
Well, actually, that's a really good point, because as soon as this moisture goes, they're going to get even bigger, and then they're going to become a fire danger.
Yes.
We just can't win. But we have won with you all today. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Conrad. And thanks, Matt and Drew, for having me again. See you next time.